बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। प्रथमं सद्गुरुं वन्दे श्रीकृष्णं तदनन्तरं गुरु पापात्मना त्राता श्रीकृष्णस् त्वमलात्मना चेतो दर्पणमार्जनं भवमहा दावाग्निर्वापनम् श्रेयः कैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणम् विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृता स्वादनं सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनं नमः कमलना भाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्गुह्यदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam to all of you. Those who are looking on to us also in the social media, Facebook, YouTube, Bhakti TV, etc. Special Radhe Radhe to all of you, and my pranam, and also to everyone, a very happy, happy, happy Meri Radhe Divas. We have been discussing, hearing about Sadhana Bhakti, the bhakti that we have to practice. As mentioned, there are two kinds of bhakti. One is Sadhana Bhakti, or preparatory devotion, that we have to do, and one is Siddha Bhakti, perfect devotion, that we will attain through the grace of a Rasik saint, one who's attained that supreme divine love of Radha Krishna himself. Why do we do Sadhana Bhakti? To make the vessel for receiving that divine love, to make the heart, the mind pure. This is our job. We have to do sadhana. Then Guru, if you are under the shelter of a true saint, the Guru, he will make that mind pure, divine, sorry. And then he will be able to put that divine love, divine bliss, divine everything in there. To hold that divine bliss, divine love of Radha Krishna, infinite power. You need a divine vessel, divine mind. If this divine bliss, divine love is given to an undeserving soul, that person will be burnt to ashes. Even if a saint wants to give it, he can't. So we have to make the heart, the mind pure. And I told you there's only one medicine, one thing. Shedding tears of selfless love. Nishkam prem. Anapayani bhakti. Vishuddha bhakti. Avirala bhakti. Many names. The beginning has to be correct. From beginning we have to get rid of all desires. Love has to be selfless. Naraji defines love in Narad Bhakti Sutra. Tat Sukha Sukhitvam, Narad Bhakti Sutra. To be happy in the happiness of the beloved. One cannot desire one's own happiness equal to the breadth of a single strand of hair. Now, so we have to shed tears. How? How are we going to shed these tears? Without these tears, as I said, is no bhakti. Tulsidas Ji Maharaj says, Hiye paatahu footahu nayan, aur jarahu sutan kehi kaam, dravahi shravahi pulakahi nahi, tulsi sumirat ram. Someone is chanting the name of God, he is worshipping God, and nothing is happening. Certain things are supposed to happen. Dravahi. Dravana means to melt. The heart doesn't melt with love. So here, Patahu, that heart should be ripped. Shravahi. Tears doesn't flow from the eyes of selfless love. For the Lord, Futahu Nayan, those eyes should be bursted. They're useless. Pulakai. Pulakai means her appellation. The pause on the body doesn't stand on end. Goosebump. While chanting the name of the Lord. Jarahu Sutan Kehi Kam. That body should be burnt to ashes. Bhagavad Mahapuran also says the same thing. Tadashmasaram hridayam batedam yad grihyamane harinam dheyai. Navikretat yada vikaro netre jalam gataruheshu harsha. Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, 2nd Canto, 3rd chapter, 24th verse. Harinam, someone is chanting the name of the Lord, is worshipping God. Netre jalam, tears doesn't flow from the eyes. The heart doesn't melt with love. There's no joy, harsha. The pause in the body doesn't raise on ends. To tadashmasadam hridayam batedam. That heart must be made of steel, iron, thunderbolt. But we have to shed tears. This is the only thing that's going to make the heart, the mind pure. This is the only way we're going to receive that divine love, get experiences from the, the Rasik saint. If you're under the shelter of a Rasik saint, once the heart starts purifying, once we follow his instruction and the heart starts to purify, he will start giving us also divine experiences in the same amount as we can take. How much pure a heart is. He cannot give, or he will not give more than we can take. But you're saying, I'm in satsang, I'm with the saint, and how come I'm not experiencing? Because you're not following the instruction. You're not doing what you're told to do. You're going according to your mind, manmani. We're not doing agya palan. So the point is, I mentioned, how to shed tears. One reason, ego, abhiman, pride, ahankar. The only thing which prevents us from shedding tears of love for God, for the saint who is God personified, ego. One thing Shri Krishna Radharani cannot tolerate, doesn't like, is ego. Radharani is called Deena Bandhu. She is a friend of the humble. If you want Radharani, Shri Krishna to be our friend, then we have to become humble. This is why Gaurang Mahaprabhu in his first sutra in the Shikshastak, I mentioned this morning, first sutra, Tinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sada harihi. These are conditions we have to follow in order to benefit spiritually, in order to be able to move forward, progress in the spiritual path. We can meet all the saints, we can do all the chanting, but if we don't fulfill these conditions, nothing will happen. Instead of benefiting, we'll end up losing. So first thing, Trinadapi sunichena. Trin means grass. One has to become humbler than a blade of grass. Dinata, humility. This is the foundation on which we're going to build bhakti. You see grass, we walk on the grass, lawn grass, all kind of grass. When you walk on the grass, what does the grass do? It bends. Jhuk jate hai. And then after you pass, it again stands up, potting. It never complains that you're blind, can't you see where you're going, etc. We have to be more humble than that. How we're going to attain that humility? As I mentioned this morning, by seeing the true condition of our heart, our mind. It's very hard to see, generally. As long as we're under Maya, we have all the faults, all the dosh, all the faults of Maya. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, selfishness, everything. Uncountable lifetimes of sin, wickedness, impurity stored in our mind. Uncountable life. Not easy to see. Kag Basundaji says to Guruji, Manas rog kachuk mai gaye, hai sabke lakhi biralan hi paye. Kag Basundaji was asked by Guruji in the Sapta Prashna, 7 questions in the Ramayana. What are diseases of the mind? Manas rog. So he mentioned many. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, many. And he's saying here, I've told you only a few. There are many, many. And hai sabke, everyone has all of them, all. The mother of all these faults, these doshas, is Maya. As long as we are under the control of Maya, we are material souls, we have all the falls. It's not that one will go, dhire dhire, some will go and some will stay. No. When one goes, all will go. When Maya goes, all will go. As long as Maya is there, all will be there. It's a difference. Some have more than the others. Some people are more angry than some. Some are more jealous, more selfish. But all the falls are there. We can't see. Hai sabke, but lakhi biralan hi paaye. It's extremely difficult for the worldly soul to see our own faults. We can see everybody else's faults. We complain. People tell me they want to kill me, that I should get rid of a certain person. Oh, they hate this person. Oh, this person is so bad. So are you a saint? One of the most dangerous things we can do in the path of bhakti is fault finding. To find faults. This is why Bhagwan Shri Ram, God himself says to Shabari, Sapne hu nahi de kahi pad dosha, ashtam jatha labh santosha, sapne hu nahi de kahi pad dosha. The 8th type of devotion is to be contented, whether in gain or loss. And, very important, not even in dream, sapna, to find faults, to look at the faults of others. My Guru, Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu says, when someone is complaining about someone, say in the finding fault, you should run away. Like a cobra snake is about to bite you, how you'll be scared and run away, so you should run away. Don't listen. And people demand that I should do something. I get in big problem. Oh, you don't do anything. Oh, you're just letting it go. Oh. Everybody is under Maya. Everybody has faults. Which soul is there who is under Maya who has no faults? Find one. Unless he is a saint or she is a saint. Mahapurush. My Guru Jagat Guru Tam Kripalu Mahaprabhu says, understand one science. As long as we are under Maya, everyone is bad. Sab ke sab. Sab bura. Before God realization, when the files go before Bhagwan, all are the same. Uncountable sins. Uncountable path. Only after God realization this is destroyed. Everyone is equal. So stop looking at the faults of others. We have to fix ourselves. Not easy. You tell somebody a little thing, kutil, wicked. Oh, you call me wicked? And the saint, one who is God realized, he's putting in writing, Mo samakauna kutila khal kami. Hey Shri Krishna, there is no one as wicked, bent, evil, bad, lustful as me. He's saint and he's putting in writing. And we who, in other words, he's truly good, sadhu. And we who are no good, who are under Maya, we cannot hear that. We think there's no one as good as me. Then how are we going to get humble? How that humility is going to come? The first condition for doing bhakti, Gaurang Mahaprabhu is saying, very first condition. Only way the tears will come when we look and we see how bad, how dirty our mind is. Instead of thinking about Radha Krishna every moment, about the Rasik saint every moment, we are thinking about negative thoughts about people. Bad thoughts, wrong thoughts. Every moment. That alone should tell us how bad we are, how dirty, how nasty thinking our mind is. . Every moment we should be thinking Radharani, but how can I see Radharani? When will I see Radharani? Shri Krishna. When will I see Maharaji? But instead of that, I don't like this one, and this one is so bad, and this one is doing that. Hey, why is fault finding so dangerous? When you find fault, we already have so much faults in us. That's how you're finding fault. You're just adding more. Adding more, we don't have enough. Because when you look at the fault of somebody, you just add to yourself. The scripture says, we add more. That's why Bhagwan Sri Ram is saying to Shabari for us to hear. Shabari is not faulty. But for us to learn that not even in dream, all the saints tell us, one of the most dangerous things for a sadhak is to find faults, to look at the faults of others. Everybody is faulty. Don't look. If you say, I can't help but find faults, let's look at our own and try to fix ours. Don't fix anybody. Fix ourselves first. Let me see how I can make my heart, my mind pure. That every moment I'll just be thinking about Radharani, Shri Krishna Maharaji, instead of thinking about nasty things, dirty things in the world. My mind is only in the world. When we can see that, I mentioned this morning about what is the true meaning of sin, paap. If we even commit one wrong thing in one lifetime, uncountable lifetimes mean uncountable sin. This is all stored in the mind as sanchit paap. Infinite storehouse of sins. So when we see that, when we realize how bad our heart, our mind is, this will make us shed tears. Humility will come. Stop looking at others, look at ourselves. Cry that I am so bad. Oh Shri Krishna, oh Radharani, Maharaji. I just think dirty things, wrong things. I'm just thinking about how bad people are instead of thinking about you every moment. Shed tears for that. Tarorapi sahishnuna. Tar means tree. To be more tolerant than a fruit-bearing tree. The importance of tolerance is, we can't even understand. My Guru, Jagat Guru Tam Kripalu Mahaprabhu would say, the more you increase that power to tolerate, Sahanshil ki Shakti Badhao, the more you can increase it, the more you can tolerate, the more bhakti you will get. Because when we can't tolerate, what happens? We're going to get angry. Every little thing is going to make us angry. And what happens when we get angry? Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammoha smriti vibramaha, smriti vanshad buddhinasho, buddhinashad pranashyati. Chapter 2, verse 63. We don't understand how dangerous this thing called anger. We get angry all the time. Blow up and say the worst thing, the most hurtful things. Shri Krishna says to Arjuna, from anger comes delusion. From delusion, loss of memory. When we lose our memory, we lose the power to discriminate. Everything is destroyed. We become animal. Jnanam hitesham adhiko vishesho jnane nahi na pashubhe samana. Bhakti Hari says, that saint Bhakti Hari says, human beings are told to be superior in all the creatures, 8.4 million forms, because of jnana, knowledge, the power to discriminate, to know right from wrong, real from unreal, etc. But when that power is destroyed, jnanena hinaha. When that power is destroyed, we become pashu, we become animal. And when is that power destroyed? When we get angry. Become animals. We destroy all little bhakti we do. Everything goes down the drain. You're working so hard to shed one, two tears for Shri Krishna, for Radharani, and you get angry, you destroy everything. All your sadhana has gone in vain. You go backwards. So tolerance. To be more tolerant than a tree, a fruit tree. Someone is taking care of the tree, putting fertilizer, water in, everything. And somebody's trying to kill the tree, throwing sticks, stone, cutting the branches, etc. But when the tree bears fruits, does the tree say, hey, bhaiya, you took care of me. I'm going to give the sweetest fruit, the sweetest mango to you. And you try to kill me, no fruit for you. No mango, I'm going to give you a poison fruit. Does any tree do that? No. The tree gives fruits to all alike, whether you took care or you try to destroy it. Bhaiya, my dharma, my duty is to bear fruit. You can take it lovingly or you can take it with great anger. I am bearing fruits. We have to be more tolerant than the tree. You have to get angry and you don't get angry. And how will that happen? Again, these two work hand in hand. Dinata and sahanashilata. Humility and tolerance. If you don't have humility, you can't have tolerance. You can't say, I have tolerance, but I'm not humble. Impossible. They work hand in hand. The more humble you are, the more you'll be able to tolerate. The reason why we can't tolerate is because we're not humble. You see, if we were to see deep in our heart, we realize that I am no better than anyone. Actually, I'm worst. I might be worse. And at every moment, I'm thinking about wrong thoughts. I'm finding faults, negative. I'm gossiping. Even not gossiping, but I'm thinking wrong thoughts. Every moment. Then it will become very easy to forgive and forget. Because I'm bad also. Yes, that person is bad, but I'm no better. Or am I a saint? Am I something really good? I don't want to hear somebody's calling me, telling me, oh, this one is so. I don't want to hear. Am I any better? I love to hear. Tell me more. I want to hear how bad that person is. Destroy me. Give me a poison. Let me drink. We don't understand the damage we do to ourselves. How much we damage ourselves. These things go inside of us and it creates an abscess. We develop hate, negative feeling, animosity. That's bhakti. When bhakti, you should have enmity, animosity inside of you. So learn to tolerate, but that will come with humility. The more we become humble, tolerance will come. Then you won't get angry. Somebody calls you a donkey, somebody calls you wicked, somebody calls you whatever. Yes, I am. I'm on the Maya. I'm no saint. Why don't accept? What is wrong? What is so hard to accept? Huh? If you see a policeman and you say, hello, good morning, policeman. Yeah, good morning. You see the mailman, hey, mailman, good morning, good morning. He doesn't object and say, call me policeman or call me officer. I'm a mailman. The policeman doesn't object and say, call me teacher, call me Dr. G. No, I'm a policeman. You see a woman and you say, good morning, madam, good morning. She doesn't object and say, call me, say, good morning, mister. I'm a woman, madam. Why do we object when somebody say that you call you a donkey, a fool, wicked, bad, when we all those things? Because we don't feel inside. We don't feel. We can't see how bad we are. Our ego.
When someone says something, you get angry, your ego is so big. Too much ego. How dare you call me wicked? How dare you call me a fool? Don't you know who I am? I'm the most caring and the most selfless. Ask everybody. I'm such a loving person. Yeah, you're Bhagwan, greater than Bhagwan also. Yeah, outward, we can make a lot of acting. People think the great thing about us, we can act in public. What's inside, nobody can see. Only Bhagwan, only saint can see. What's it wrong? If somebody says something, accept it. Thank you, Bhaiya. This is actually very good for us if you want devotion. The Bible says, thou art blessed when man shall revile you. Of course, no Christian understands that. That people are abusing you and insulting you and you're blessed is a blessing. Tulsidas says in Tulsidas, that great saint says, I will build a hut in the front yard of my house for the person who insults me, abuses me. We think something is wrong with Tulsidas. He says, that is my true friend. And the one who praises me is my worst enemy. And that's the one we like. We like flattery, praise. We think that's my best friend. That's the one why is he praising you, flattering you? Because he wants something from you. The more the outward praise and flattery we get from anyone in the world, the greater is the selfishness involved. It's the divine law. Jate kachu nij swarat hoi, ta par mamata kare sab koi. Shankar Bhagwan is saying to Parvati in the Ramayana. Somebody is abusing. So why Tulsidas says he's my true friend? Because he's teaching us. Because of my ego, I cannot see my own faults. My ego prevents me from seeing how bad I am. So when he points it out to me, he's helping me. He's actually helping me. We should say, thank you, Bhaiya. You have done me a great service. I could not see. Huh? My guru would say, somebody is walking and a scorpion is on the back and he doesn't know, and somebody come from behind and give you a hard slap. Pow! And you get so angry, you look around. How dare you? And then the person shows you the dead scorpion on the ground. Oh, thank you, thank you. You saved my life, Bhaiya. This is the scorpion that's going to kill us. The greed, the anger, the jealousy, the hatred, the loss that we can't see. Somebody telling you they're helping you. Accept. Then the tolerance will come. Then the humility. The day you get up in the morning, Jagat Gurutam Kripalu Mahaprabhu would say, the day you get up in the morning, what we normally like, that I get up and someone, a neighbor, somebody praises me and tell me what a wonderful, I have my day, I'm blessed today. No. The day you get up in the morning and nobody has insulted you, abused you, and you feel I'm missing something today. Oh, nobody abused me, insulted me. Such a bad day. Bhakti has started. Develop a taste for abuse, insult, instead of flattery and praise. Then you know to do bhakti. Then bhakti will come. Don't desire flattery and praise. This is only destroy the greatest poison for a sadhak, one practicing bhakti, praise, flattery. It will increase your abhiman, your ego. This brings the next point. Man. Man means respect. Amanina manadena. Amanina means the absence of a desire for respect, for name and fame. You can do the best thing in the world, the greatest thing, and still feel I am the worst. So that pride wouldn't come. Don't demand or expect respect or praise because you're doing good things. Nobody likes you, nobody cares, fine. That's how the world is anyhow. Give everything and still feel I have given nothing. Nothing belongs to me. Don't have a desire for name and fame. Amana denaha. Give respect to all alike. Don't see high and low. Oh, I'm going to talk to this one nicely because I like this person will do something for me. It's very subtle, that selfishness. No. After you do all of that, then amanina amana dina kirtan, then do kirtan, then do bhajan, then do bhakti. Then will benefit. Otherwise, nothing. Chant all the name, do all the bhajan, all the kirtan, all the bhakti, meet all the saints. But if we don't do these three, we won't progress. This is very, very, my guru, and of course this is Gaurang Mahaprabhu's. He only wrote 8 sutra, Shikshastak. 8 Sanskrit verses. And my guru will always keep pointing this one out. This is so important. All are important. This one especially for sadhak, those of us who are aspiring, who are going into the path. If we don't do this, you're not going to go forward. Don't tell people, don't know, I know the whole Shikshastak by heart. And people can quote every verse. But how much do we put into practice? How much do we put into practice? Put into practice. Practice. Make an effort. These 3, dinata, humility, sahanshilata, tolerance, amanina manadena, the absence of desire for name and fame, not to want respect and to give respect to all. These 3. Then chant the name, then do kirtan, then do bhajan. So I'll spend the whole time. Once we do this, tears will come. Tears will come. They have to come. So as I mentioned, Jagat Guru Tam, Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, has written a wonderful book called Prem Ras Madira. The intoxication of divine love, divine bliss. 1,008 pads, 21 madhuris. One of the madhuri, Daina Madhuri. Especially this madhuri tries to make us understand and see how bad our mind is, how sinful, how fallen we are. That we can shed tears and we don't find faults and we can progress spiritually. That which is going to make the heart, the mind pure. So one of the paths I've chosen tonight to sing here in the book Radha Govind Society, page 35. So I'll go through the path briefly so those who are looking also can benefit. This path says, Dinanath mohikahe bisare. Dinanath, O Lord of the destitute, the humble, the fallen. God loves humility. He loves when one realizes I'm the most fallen, the most sinful. That's why he's called Dinanath. Radharani is called Dinanath. Shri Krishna is called Dinanath. Why have you forgotten me? Hamari Bar Maun, you seem to have become silent when it comes to my turn. Why, my Lord? Nath agati ke gati anath ham kahu kaun gati mori vichare. I have heard, my Lord, that you give shelter to those who have no shelter. When one realizes I have no one and nothing in the world but God alone, I'm an orphan. As long as we think I have so much in the world, I have this family and I have this amount of money and I have all this big balance and no, I have nothing. No one, only Krishna. He gives shelter to those who have nothing, who are shelterless. We have to take shelter in Him. So I've heard that you give shelter to those who are helpless, and I am an orphan. I've forgotten that I belong to you alone. So what have you taught about me, my Lord, this orphan of yours? Ganika Geedh Ajamil Adik Sunat Amit Patitan Tum Pyare. I have heard great sinners. Ganika was a prostitute in Bhagavad, etc. Ganika. Geedh, a vulture. Jatayu, etc. We've heard dirtiest bird, vulture. Ajamil, example of sinners, etc. Many. I've heard that they are greatest of sinners, yet you love them so much. You love all of them so much. Inasam aganit patita Roma prati Bharat patita virad rakhware. And uncountable sinners like those can fit in one paw of my body. I am more sinful than them. That feeling has to come, then humility will come. As long as we keep thinking, I am great, I am good, that's the end of you. Uncountable such sinners can fit in one paw of my body. O Lord, one who gives protection, to the sinful. The God is called Patita Pavan. He loves the sinners. He loves the fallen soul. He is a Virad, causelessly merciful, who gives shelter to the wicked, the sinful. But we have to realize inside, He does that. Dambha koti shat kala nemi sam koti naravan sam madhadhare. When it comes to hypocrisy, Dambha means hypocrite. So the example in the scriptures of a guy, a Rakshas known as Kalanemi, that God killed, he came back as Kans, that same Kalanemi. But he was such a big hypocrite. I'm not going to go into Katha right now. So he's given an example. When it comes to hypocrisy, I am more hypocrite than millions of Kalanemi. Ravan is given an example of arrogant, mud, pride, proud, arrogance. My pride is greater than millions of Ravan. So proud I am. This is my condition, my Lord. La jahu jasu lajati adham as hai na hue na tu hue hue bhare. Even shame, there's something called shame personified. That shame personified is a shame to look at this shameless soul called me. I am so shameless. I am so bad, yet I don't feel shame for it. I don't feel that shame. I am so shameless. There never has been a sinner like me before, nor will ever be one. I am such a shameless soul. So fallen. Kaune mukh kripalu prabhusan kachu kahiye naat abhat tihare. In the last line, Jagat Gurutam, Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu is saying in this verse, the last line of this pad, this divine composition from Den Madhuri of Premas Madira, that what face, my Lord, can I show to you? That I am so fallen, so sinful, so shameless. How can I even show my face to you? Now everything is in your hand. You decide what's going to happen to me. I do not know. I'm so bad. This is important. So we'll sing this pad. Dina. Try to meditate on Radharani, Shri Krishna, Maharaji. As the pad say, try to feel in your heart. Dina Nath Mohi kahe bisare Dina
Nath Mohi kahe bisare
Oh नाथ अगति के गति अनाथ हम।
नाथ अगति के गति अनाथ हम।
ओ नाथ अगति के गति अनाथ हम।
नाथ अगति के गति अनाथ हम।
कहाँ हो गौन गति मोरी विचारे। कहाँ हो
कौन गति मोरी विचारे।
ओ कहाँ हो कौन गति मोरी विचारे।
कौन गति मोरी विचारे।
गणिका गीध अजामिल आदित।
गणिका
गीध
अजामिल आदिक।
गणिका गीध अजामिल आदिक।
गणिका गीध अजामिल आदिक।
सुनत अमित पतितन तुम प्यारे।
सुनत अमित पतितन तुम प्यारे।
ओ सुनत अमित पतितन तुम प्यारे।
सुनत अमित पतितन तुम प्यारे।
इन सम आगनित पतित रोम प्रति।
इन समागनित पतित रोम प्रति।
इन सम आगनित पतित रोम प्रति। विरद रखवारे
पतित विरद रखवारे
ओ भारत पतित विरद रखवारे
भारत पतित विरद रखवारे
दीनानाथ मोहि काहे बिसारे
दीनानाथ मोहि काहे बिसारे
दंभ कोटि शत काल नेमि सम
दंभ कोटि शत काल नेमि सम
दंभ कोटि शत काल देवी सम
दंभ कोटि शत काल नेमि सम
कोटिन रावण सममद धारे
कोटिन रावण सममद धारे
कोटिन रावण सममद धारे
कोटिन रावण सममद धारे
लाजहु जासु लजाति अधम अस
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 है न हुए Hare. Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
बोलिए राधे
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Radhe
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Oh Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Sing loudly, chant loudly, clap loudly.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Oh Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Radhe
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Radhe Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
बोले श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। वो राधा रानी की जय। मेरी राधे दिवस की जय। जय श्री राधे।